What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition and episode of the Fight Factory podcast right here on the Premier Wrestling app and, of course, the Premier YouTube channel. Dave Sturchio, Chris Payne, Tommy D will get the hot tag in about a half hour if I so choose. We are being brought to you and powered by, of course, Absolute Eyewear, getting involved here on Main Street in Woodbridge. Be sure to go say what's up to those guys. Craig and Johnine have been OG sponsors of Chop Sports and everything that we got going on over here at Chop Studios. Go see them. And, of course, MadCatBeardCare.com. You'll see a commercial at the hot tag moment, and that's how to get your beard looking right, just like mine. Not so much Tommy's. My beard's just nicer. And I also want to give a special shout out to Santiago Sports, who are involved with us at the War on the Shore. That is a sports collectibles, and go follow those guys. If you're into the card breaking industry, and this is not a slight at my business partner at Chop, Chris, but if you're into that, he has a show. They rip every day on Instagram. And, of course, my new favorite sponsor. No offense to everybody else. But that is Superbird Tequila. As you take my...
Tommy Tequila.
Tommy Tequila's the man.
I would just like to say out loud, and this means nothing. I like Reposado.
Reposado. Is that just a flavor?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the brown one.
Brown.
The tan brown one, whatever you want to call it.
I always thought that was a bad idea.
Blanco
to do
is
like...
clear.
I thought the brown
Fuego should have a little bit of a
browns
kick.
were bad. No, I thought No, I thought off air. No, I thought that the darker alcohols were no good for you or something like that. Am I completely?
So I'm saying it wrong. Like when you refer to a darker alcohol, you refer to like a scotch or a whiskey or something
Right.
like that. I'm just saying like as far as tequila is concerned, it's almost what is it? Tan? It's like a tan.
Okay, I'm just not a tequila guy. I had
love tequila.
One New Year's Eve. Now I will be because of Superbird.
Can you hear me
obviously.
this far away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would she not be able to hear? Hi. Oh, and Shay's here, by the way. Shay Coop back in the building. She's about to graduate college this Saturday, so congratulations to Shay ahead of time.
All right, but Superbird Tequila, Tommy Reposado.
Yes.
But they have Fuego, Reposado, and Blanco.
Yes, they are incredible people. In fact, so much so that on Monday night,
I was not invited.
I got the call. I got the call from Tommy at Tommy Tequila. That's what we're calling him. He hit me up and he said, "Hey, I got Rangers tickets, playoffs. Do you want to go?" I've never met this guy in person in my life. We've had phone calls left and right about sponsorship and details about that, but all of a sudden he wants to take me to a playoff game, and I couldn't make it.
This is how you know Dave knows
upset.
nothing about business. You jump on that opportunity to work with a partner.
Oh yeah. Okay,
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
just
Yeah.
put the kids in the bedroom and just lock them up and say, "Don't worry, you guys will be all right."
Yes.
I had no babysitter. I couldn't do it.
I don't care.
Bonus
you
Mom
find
Barry
somebody.
dropped the ball.
You find. Where is your wife? Is she not a
She was
stay at
working.
home?
It was for 3 o'clock.
Does she not stay at home?
She's got to be in the city 3 days a week, homie. I don't have to deal with this.
You know
I don't
what?
have to deal with this. It's too much
can't.
pressure.
Like this fucking
Anyway,
this insolence.
Thank you guys for sponsoring the show. We hope everybody's doing well out there. It's been
Tommy, I would have went.
it's been a week because he doesn't care about his family.
I see Truba every Monday.
That's not false.
True. And Lundqvist.
Henrique.
I
But
see
now
Hank.
it's Igor.
I see Hank every day.
Hank.
Every
you guys
time
are on
I
a
pick
first
up.
name basis. Hey, Hank. Hey.
He's like,
Hank.
Hey,
go.
Chris, good to see you.
Yeah.
What's up, Hank?
Yeah, nice dressed. He's such a good dress. Sexy looking
Great
man.
shape.
He's
Great shape.
He's a fantastic human being.
Phenomenal shape.
But Igor,
really tall.
my man, bring it
really
home.
tall for a goalie, I thought.
They're deceiving because they
He's
got
like
all the
6'2".
gear and shit. Well, that's like my height.
Yeah, but wasn't Richter like 5'10", 5'9"?
I don't know. Mikey Richter, though, he's the last one to bring us home a cup. Hopefully, Igor does it again. This is not a hockey podcast, but let's go Rangers.
Change
let's
the
go
channel.
Knicks. Let's go Yankees. Let's go everything else. Anyway, wrestling.
Mets.
So,
No, Nevin.
yes, Nevin Eyewear. I'm wearing them again. Once again, there's a promo code out there, floating out there in the world.
Are we doing the other ones yet?
Which ones?
New York Live.
I mean, New York Life is going to be at the show, setting up a table. So
Fuck them. We'll do it live.
New York Life will be there.
You ever seen the Bill O'Reilly?
Yes, I love that one.
Fuck it.
Fuck it. It's one of my favorite clips of all time.
It's great.
The reason why I got into broadcasting was because of that clip.
Because I'm like, I want to do that at work. Like, fuck it. Let them go.
While you're hitting your button? Yes or no? Yeah. Like, no access. You didn't say the magic
Well,
word.
no, I actually can. I have a scenario where I can do that because none of the gates at One Police Plaza work. So we have cars that block them.
How's everything going at the city?
Yeah.
It's a shit show. Huh?
I love protesters.
They'll work eventually.
I'm just saying,
peaceful.
you're
thank
doing
God.
so much on this continent.
Jesus. Jesus Christ. Anyway, this is a wrestling podcast.
Protesting on a continent that has nothing to do with the other continent, and yet you're establishing nothing. Go fight over there.
Fair. Shay, how you doing?
I'm good.
Shay's good.
Riveting stuff.
She's a libtard. She's from fucking college.
Jesus Christ. Shay has recently joined the Premiere team. She just got off a call with Josh Chernoff, and she's going to be helping us out with the app and the Premiere data entry and all fun, really fun shit, by the way. Stuff that college students
Shay, do you drive a Subaru and wear a mask while you're by yourself?
This is unbelievable.
You could be a sophomore in college.
I can't do this. I swear to God, we cater to all audiences. Thank you.
I don't care. I hate everyone equally.
You drove in here. You got in here today.
wrong?
You got in here today like a ball of fire.
Oh my God!
You're like, get it.
I got
go.
an Amazon guy just making a U-turn in the middle of the road. Like, fuck it, no one's coming. No, it's literally fucking rush hour in town.
Anywho, it's hello to our friends in front of us.
50 miles an hour. Let's go 37.
Anybody want to guess the theme of this week's little character rundown here?
Runskis? Right.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
What did you
Hit him
call
with your Runskis.
Right, you got the Macho King, you got Jerry the King, you got Steve Austin King, you got Brett King. It is the King of the Ring. It's King of the Ring season.
Hacksaw was a king.
Hacksaw was my guy. My
and
guy.
He is just an alcoholic.
Ooh, yeah, Flair is on another level lately. Did you see his post about the pizza place?
I say right now, dickhead. 2 seconds later. I never used the cuss word.
Yeah. Bro, did you see his post about the pizza place?
No.
Oh, he put out there like, whatever you do, don't eat here. Customer service sucks. And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Flair's on another level.
I love his jackets though. His jackets, floral jackets are awesome.
Just whatever. Anyway, it was a great wrestling weekend. Payne missed out on the festivities. 80s Wrestling Con over there in Morristown. A lot of fun. Got to meet a lot of cool people. Didn't get Payne an autograph that he's so seeked very, very aggressively.
I got to be honest. You wanted to open that can of worms. I was going to let it go. I am absolutely
I can't wait.
in fucking rage right now at this. Let me spit first.
It didn't work out.
It didn't work out.
Don't tell me it didn't work out. You were there for hours.
Listen. Not everybody is willing to just give out free shit.
The guy that run the place is your mentor. I don't understand how you can't get a fucking autograph of a guy that I refer to all the time. I literally end every show with the fucking rip 'em. You couldn't get you couldn't get Brill's autograph?
So here's the thing.
No, eat shit. No, I got a show. I'm busy. I got a show. I got to talk. I got a show.
I got to talk. Listen, now you sound like Moff. Moff during the match was like, "Why don't you go get yourself a microphone?" It's like, oh, okay. But anyway, 80s
They
wrestling.
literally stopped autographing before the show started. Don't tell me there was no time. You had your minion with you.
My listen
minion.
to that.
Well, you know what, Shay? You're always like, well, Dave said. So.
Because I work for him.
That works for me.
How much are you getting?
Don't disclose. Don't disclose.
Exactly.
Don't disclose
Run
the
down.
amount. Don't disclose. Anyway, 80s Wrestling Con was a lot of fun. We got to meet a lot of cool people.
Not
Sergeant
me.
Slaughter was there. Nah, because you didn't want to show up. That's why you don't get your autographs, you fuck.
Because I, have a fucking job that relies on me to make sure the city's safe. But I'll go fuck myself.
What did Chernoff do this weekend with his action figures?
By the way, I gotta get one. I gotta buy one.
Oh, you piece of shit too.
I'm a toy guy.
I understand that, but the idea, this idea that Josh Chernoff laid out all of his different variants, by the way, he has a chase, which is like
there's 4 of them.
No, I think
He
it's
laid
5.
out 2.
There's a chase.
There's a chase.
He didn't put the chase on his website.
Oh, you gotta go chase it. You gotta go chase it, which is complete garbage.
Just like I chased down the Rip 'em fucking autograph.
Shay was she saw this in action. She saw what was happening. There was fans coming up to him saying, "I want this.
How much are they?
$35. 45 signed.
Well,
you gonna buy one still? You gonna buy one still, homie?
Josh,
no, you're not.
We gotta talk.
Yeah.
Okay,
You're not
because
gonna
your
buy
commentator's table for the event is the tits. Okay.
Yes. By the way, I got another updated shirtless pic from Chris Payne today, working on.
I was told that I had to be
amazing-
shirtless.
I did say shirtless. So
Shirtless,
get the fuck
but I don't
out.
want it.
Get the fuck out. That's it. Yeah, so it was a great event. Met a lot of cool people. Saw a lot of Jake the Snake was there. Demolition, the Powers of Pain, which is again on my team, Team Sturchio, victorious.
Oh,
over.
we're referencing Demolition because one of them was in fucking No Holds Barred. Anyway.
I know they all took a picture together.
No, yeah, fuck me, right?
I took the picture. I was like, hey guys, you want to get together? You guys were all in the movie. I'm not getting your autograph because I don't have to. And then I just took the picture.
Don't let my thin legs deceive you. I will kick you as hard as I possibly can in the balls, and it will hurt.
Gotta find him first.
Just to be like, you know why.
But anyway,
Did
great.
you get physical during the match?
I did. I got a chance to get back in the ring
Like Stan Hansen.
and just lariato. I fucking, woo, I laid it
another guy that was in fucking No Holds Barred.
in. You gotta let this go, man.
I won't, because
yeah.
you dropped the ball and you
So,
fucked a friend. So
Team Sturchio beat Team Josh Chernoff and his Devastation Dorks, and consisted of Moff, Victor Benjamin, Dipsy Donovan, and of course Trax. And we had the powers of pain in the now. When do you want it? Now. How do you want it? Now. And we won, and I got back in the ring, and I almost got my ass kicked, but channel little Dave Destruction, and I got out of that real quick, and I got a nice little clothesline on Sean Donovan, him too, and
both of them.
You know what the best part about that video, and it's online, you can check it out on Premier's YouTube channel, the entire event, but the best part about this is that we didn't have commentary for that match, because obviously we're in the match, so there's no commentary, so you could hear everything.
Can't
right?
multitask?
So what?
Can't multitask?
No. We actually
should have wore a Madonna microphone.
we thought about that. I swear to Christ, we thought about that. We just didn't
Great
do it.
minds think alike. You're an idiot.
But here's the funny thing. The funny thing is, the spot was that Moff had me, and I got out of the way, and Donovan punches him, and then I clothesline, blah, 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 right? The kibosh. But because there's no commentary, you can hear all the ringside mics. And Moff gets punched in the head. Now, the night before, and I shout out to the WrestlePro guys that participated in this event, because they had a 10-hour travel day from Alaska all the way to Morristown, New Jersey to perform on that night. And you could tell there was definitely a little bit of fatigue, right? And
From all the moose.
yeah, dude, it was so funny because he punches Moff. Now, the night before, Moff bled like a stuck pig against Dion Roosman in a cage, and he lost the Alaska Championship at WrestlePro, right? So Donovan hits him in the head, right? They do the spot, and then they dip out of the ring. They get out of the ring, and Moff puts his hand on his head and notices he's bleeding again. And he looks at Donovan and goes, "You potatoed me." and anybody knows wrestling, it was a stiff shot, opened up Moff again, bled. So it was not via the clothesline. It was via fucking Donovan clotheslining or punching him right in the head. But a great event.
After he started bleeding, did he go punch a roll down gate? Because I've never seen that before.
You really want to go there, Chris?
I've never seen it before. I'm just saying.
And I wonder why I bled that night. Because somebody doesn't know how to throw a chair shot in wrestling, and that's Schmucko McGee over here.
We are going to once and for all put this bet.
We need this on video.
Horse to rest.
Enough with the still shots.
No.
We need to see the video.
No, you need
Let's
to
go to the videotape.
you need to break down the fucking picture, because you clearly have your hand 8 to 10 inches away from your forehead, angling the fucking thing, and then you say that I Mark McGuire'd you. I didn't Mark McGuire you. I came to fucking take your face off. I came to take your face off. Luckily, I only got the top of the head.
Luckily.
And
I bled like a stuck pig.
And then because
in front of
I had
Sergeant Slaughter and Lita.
And then because I thought I was in good shape, and I was actually in horrendous shape, I was doing a JBL thing with the towel. Bled on my towel. And then has the audacity to say, "You made me bleed." Well, we're even. You use my towel.
Oh, yeah, that 8-cent towel that you got at Sports Authority
First
really
of all,
took a beating.
It was like $3.50 at Marshall's. All right,
I
fuck
digress.
off. We live big over here.
Yeah, don't we? Anyway, so that's
Can we
that.
cover wrestling?
Yeah, 80s Wrestling Con was fun.
Yeah, great. Still haven't gotten the autograph.
Go check that out, and you won't get an autograph.
Tommy,
By the way,
Tommy ghosted me, by the way, when I was asking him.
Really?
He has not answered me.
Wow. You know, I do find that a little shitty, only because you sold him all that merch, and he continues to wear that hat every day.
Did he sell any of those shirts?
I have no idea.
Because that was what he had them for the event for.
I have no idea. The WWF unofficial merchandise. But yeah, so anyway, great
No, he
event.
had all those Rip 'em shirts.
Rip 'em. I don't know. I don't know if he sold any of them. I only saw 18 to 20 people run.
If I have to
walking
drive
around.
7.5 hours up north
Oh my God!
to
And
North
I have
Jersey.
to tell you, the fans there, the cosplay was incredible.
Really?
I saw Dusty, baby. He got back. I haven't seen
was
him.
there?
He was there. Dusty was there. Macho Man was there.
Machoverse.
The best dressed. I'm sorry. Like I love Dusty. Love Macho Man. There was a Bray Wyatt there that was the Fiend, and he brought the skull. I mean the helmet, the fucking lantern with the face that was stretched out. I don't know where you even get that. But
Etsy.
yeah, he looked
Probably
incredible.
Etsy.
But the winners,
Etsy?
Probably.
the winners
Dynamite
of it,
dropping.
the two little guys as the Bushwhackers. 2 little boys.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
it
I
was
did see
great.
that. I saw that.
It was so cool.
That was cool.
And then it was so funny because I saw the guy dressed like the $1 Million Man, and at the end of it, he took off all his shit as he was leaving, and I'm like, wait a minute. I was like, you were Triple H down in fucking WrestleCon. He's like, yeah, I done that. I done $1 Million Man. I done Gold Dust. I'm like, wow. I was like, good for you, man. You do it all. So anyway, great event, great time.
I would have loved to
Go
have
check
been
it
there,
out.
but I was in the real world defending everyone's freedom.
Oh my God. Anyway, let's talk a little Backlash, huh? It's a little Backlash action, which was going down actually in real time. Shay was like reporting Backlash results as it was happening because it started at 1 o'clock in the afternoon because it was in where the fuck was it?
France.
France. Oh, dude. First of all, dear America, take notes on how to be a fan because I don't think I've ever seen anything like that France crowd. That shit was intense and so intense that it was drowning out everybody.
Bro was shaking the camera.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, oh my God. And just again, like, it's great. And I really wish sometimes, like post WrestleMania, you'll get a Philly crowd or a New York crowd, they take over, right? And you're like, oh, the crowd, the post WrestleMania crowd. This was a fucking Backlash in France. And they basically said, you need to come back now forever.
Bro,
because
you gotta go.
they just put themselves on the map.
You want to be a real fan and like learn how to be a real fan? You have to watch like a regular Tuesday night fucking Premier League game. And everyone's got vuvuzelas and they got fucking chants and songs.
The chants during like AJ Styles' intro. And dude,
What was he saying? He is phenomenal.
Something.
He is phenomenal.
Bro, they were singing entire songs. Like usually like the US crowd will do the whoa, right? For the fucking Cody Rhodes. They were singing every single word of Cody Rhodes' song. It was incredible.
Well, it's just like the food in Europe. Like, it's all healthy and everything like that. And then you have us, and we have everything with trans fat and all that crap. The fans are the same way.
The fans are trans fats
We're
over
so
here.
lazy. All we have is people that don't do the wave. And then...
They're like,
and then over there,
hey, maybe we should do one. Maybe we should do one of
chants.
them wave things.
And there's always one guy that's like, he fucks it up and misses. And
But then the Uso, the lights, and the fucking just... I can't say enough about that crowd, man. It was so cool. Just a very, very awesome visual if you're a wrestling fan. Or if you're a fan of anything, a sports fan, just seeing all that in unison, chanting for everything. It was just,
I am not
it was awesome. Oh, all right.
it's got nothing to do with my Gardner Minshew shorts.
Yeah, seriously. What is that all about?
I wear them.
Sorry.
This is my true authentic self. I can't even say it because it's so stupid. You fucking idiots.
But anyway, the results. So the biggest thing is that the bloodline got a little bigger, and which we thought eventually it was going to be a guy like Jacob Fatu, which, again, that's going to happen. We just don't know when. Instead, it's Tom Aloha who shows up. And that dude, like I said, he looks like another killer. And I was thinking about this today on the drive-in, and I'm like, remember how we talked about nepotism? Like, and that goes for like any line of work, like specifically wrestling. With these guys... There isn't, because every single one of them winds up being and looking like a star. Like it's in their bloodline.
Except Solo.
Huh?
What?
You don't like Solo?
He doesn't do it for me, man.
So I'm reading.
And his hair is longer now, and it just looks weird when he's getting punched.
I'm reading reports that like they're worried that once Jacob Fatu gets there, that Solo is just going to be like he'll be lost in the shuffle because like of all of them,
I think he's the weakest one.
That's what I'm saying. Of all of them, he looks to be the one that doesn't present himself like. I mean, he is a killer. He does have good matches, but like,
well, I can just give you one visual of why the suit that he wore,
a little big. Just get a little fitted. That's all. Hem your pants, says others. You know what I'm saying? But like, no, I see what you mean.
Wear lips like a
like Moff,
a person that we know.
Moff.
No,
Buck. I'll put it out there.
Yeah,
what did we get? Where did we go? We went somewhere.
Kevin's house.
Oh, dude. Oh, man. I love Pat. He's the man. But
I actually thought my life was in danger that night because I was roasting him and he didn't look too fond of me. Maybe that's why he doesn't like me. I don't know.
You know what's so funny? I was talking to Chernoff today, and we were talking about just different things. And I said, we're trying to venture out to different places, and we were talking about TNA. And he goes, I go, he's talking about other guys in TNA. I said, who's pulling the strings there? Because it's like, what's this guy left, right? So it's
Steve,
like, well, maybe the ref. There's like a head ref that does a lot of the stuff over there or whatever. And I was like, why don't you just reach out to Brian Myers? And he goes, I don't think Myers likes me. I was like, I don't think Myers likes anybody, actually. Now that I think about it, Myers, makes jokes about me signing autographs and shit. And like Myers has always been like,
me a Hall of Famer?
yeah, Hall of Fame, Chris Payne. But it's so weird because
I'm like,
Matt Cardona loves Chernoff, and Matt Cardona's been super nice to us, and those guys are best friends. So you're wondering like, what did I do to you, man? What did I do to you, Myers? But anyway, I love Myers.
It's got to be something Long Island water.
Yeah, it has to be. Anyway, Bailey defeats Naomi and Stratton for the women's championship.
And no one cares.
Damian Priest defeats Jey Uso. Jade Cargill and Bianca Belair, as predicted by a couple of us, are the new tag team champions. And of course, Cody Rhodes retains and gets the championship. Stay home over there. Raw comes up, and it's so funny. I watched another CM Punk promo, and this one, first of all, once again, WWE production team, home run. Fucking, did you see it? McIntyre drives off.
Yes.
Punk shows up in a car. He's like, where's McIntyre? He's like, he just left.
Excellent entrance.
And then he does the whole entrance, and he says something to somebody, and then
He's like shooting the shit with Pierce, and then walks in.
Yeah, but no, right before he walks the gorilla, he sees my guy, fucking
Chad Gable.
Gable, like yelling at his team. And Punk, right before he goes out, he's like, bro, take it easy on them. And then he just walks into the arena.
Oh, that's hilarious.
It was
It
great.
happened right by Gorilla when the incident took place. That's cool.
Well, here's another little quip. He called Drew McIntyre a choke artist, and then he goes, I myself I'm a little bit of a choke artist, right, Pat? And he looks at Pat McAfee, and I'm like, oh my God, he's referring to him choking out fucking Jungle Boy. I was like, that's amazing. But again, and I listened to an interview with Chris Van Vliet and Max Caster, which, by the way, was great interview. I just never thought Max could talk that long because he's another just not social guy.
Love Max. He's a space cadet.
Yeah, he's not a social dude, and he even
Must
says
be
that.
serious.
He's
He
like,
says it. I'm a space cadet.
He says it. He's like, dude, I'm not as social as Bowens. That's how we're the yin and the yang because I don't talk to anybody. But then he does this hour
He's
and
the Sis in the
yeah,
it's crazy.
hour and 20-minute interview with Van Vliet, and I'm like, this is the most I've ever heard him talk. But he said that he's like, when they used to make in his raps, he used to make little references to WWE, and they're like, hey, don't do it because you're just drawing attention. But yet WWE does it vice versa. What? Tommy?
No, I thought the big dumb animal was going to open the door.
Oh, no, he shouldn't. If he does, I'll kill him. Anyway. So yeah.
What are you talking about?
Another punk
Beaver's
great
asses.
promo. That's going to be a match at SummerSlam, I have to assume. I saw the poster drop.
Which one?
Did you see the poster? So SummerSlam poster dropped. First of all, The Miz is on it, and I'm like, why? Right? And then, like, I love The Miz, but I'm just like, what are you doing? But then I saw Rhea on it. I'm like, wait, there's no way, right? Like, unless it's a whole Fabe thing where we were wondering,
But
same
why
thing.
would you take it off of her? It would be so stupid.
Right. So it's like, are you going to be there for SummerSlam or whatever? Cleveland. Oh, you know what? That's why.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Cleveland. There you go. There's The Miz, and that's also the hometown of fucking Logan Paul.
Because we're not going to do the same thing in a couple nights.
What?
Sell the hometown crowd.
Yes. Okay. So, other than that, on Raw, yeah.
No.
King of the Ring tournament starts. We'll get into that in a second.
Don't take this the wrong way.
Uh-oh.
Because we both love him. I love him.
Beep.
I love him.
Who?
Is Ron Truth going a little sour with some of the stuff that he's doing?
Sour meaning like
not
it's getting
landing.
played?
Like not landing. Yo, we play the same sport.
Yeah.
I was like, that was a little weird.
With him?
Kind of like a long joke that didn't land.
Yeah. I mean, and that happens, right? But
it's been a couple weeks in a row.
It has been. And
Like
it's
the
not
best
like it's going to get old.
In my head, the best thing that the last good thing that he did that was hilarious was when was when Priest held up the belt. He just comes up out of nowhere.
Like he's a champion too.
That brought the tag team home.
Yeah. Like, yes.
That was hilarious.
A couple of the things might not be landing.
But the last few things I felt like have been falling flat with him.
Yeah, I mean, that's.
But whatever.
I wonder how much creative freedom he has.
Well, I would think he's got all of it.
You think?
Well,
nobody's writing his shit?
He's been doing it for so long.
Yeah, that's true too.
And Dunn's gone, so it's not like it was him.
Yeah, it's true. Dunn is gone. The tournament started, King of the Ring tournament, and that would be Dragunov defeats Ricochet. Ricochet, by the way, first ever Speed champion, in case anybody cares about that. Zoe Stark defeated Ivy in the first round. Carlito looks like he's trying to join the Judgment Day.
No one cares.
Priest
about
isn't having it.
Not that. The other one.
Bronson Reed versus Chad Gable ended in a no contest. Sami Zayn got involved. That's going to be a triple threat match now at King and Queen of the Ring. So that'll be good. Maybe my boy will finally get his due. Probably not.
Not.
Sammy's going to be the champ for a while, I think.
Till at least SummerSlam.
Yeah, they'll probably drag that out. And it's not a bad drag out. I'm just saying that's how long it'll take it. Becky versus Liv for the Women's Championship. What the hell? Oh, made official. And then I just said that. Okay, King of the Ring. Okay, Lia Valkyrie. Valkyria. Her too. Defeats Dakota Kai. I love Dakota Kai. First round of Queen of the Ring. And then
She's built like an 11-year-old.
It doesn't matter. I love her. But I got to say, that main event, those boys brought it. Gunther and fucking Sheamus, they beat the shit out of each other. And, what bad can you say about either one of those guys?
I can say a lot.
Out of those guys, how?
What was Sheamus doing backstage with that hat?
He
It
always wears
looks like
that
he
hat.
just walked off Broadway.
He always has that hat.
Yeah, it looks weird. It's stupid.
Fight night. I love it. I thought the match was great. I thought they delivered in every way you can deliver. And
He was getting body shamed when he first came back, but didn't something happen that he couldn't get into the gym? Like there was something.
spinal stenosis.
Right. Okay.
But
Fair
he
enough.
looks fine. I mean, dude, come on. It's Sheamus. Like, Sheamus is a fucking legend. First ballot Hall of Famer as soon as he's done. He's done a million. You think he is, right?
Who had one of the worst comebacks body wise? I would say Triple H.
No.
That 1 year.
I'll tell you, I know what year you're talking about. But there was a time that Randy Orton came back and looked like he was 110 pounds. And Vince called him out on a promo. Like, look at you. What is this? Right? And he's just like, shit. Right? Like, he looked so skinny. I can't remember the time frame, but that was definitely a bad comeback with his looks.
Triple H looked bloated.
Shawn Michaels is my guy, but I hated the fact that like his big title match, his WCW championship or world championship match, he wore the fucking brown.
Oh my god! And then the fucking
and the haircut
it
was like
looked like
stopped
somebody
here.
went like this with a scissor.
That's what I'm
Just
saying.
straight across.
He looked exactly like AJ Styles did in his WWE debut. The mom soccer mom haircut.
Mom soccer?
It's mom soccer.
There it is.
Yep.
Okay,
So-
you dyslexic prick.
Christ.
I want
yeah.
you. You need to put in work on this. Okay,
on what?
It's definitely
What the fuck?
I think
What?
I think we'll get some clicks.
I am a professional.
Just me going off the rails. Just like you selfish prick. Fuck him. This guy sucks. That's shit.
I remember I did that one time. I was recording an Absolute Eyewear commercial, and I put out my outtakes, like because I had it recorded, and I was like, I called it like AARP or some shit. I was like, fuck, and I kept cursing, and I put it out there. A lot of people were laughing, and my dad texted me. He's like, hey, you want to take that down? You know, like, it's a lot of cursing. You don't.
No, I absolutely want you to run one of those back because that would be hilarious.
Just a bunch, like, I have the video still on my phone of you knocking something
Look like
over.
a fucking crack, motherfucker.
Right? You knock something down, and oh man, it's great. Shay, where are we at on time?
We're over.
29 minutes.
Perfect, boy.
You want to talk about the other? Nah.
Nah, I'm going to leave AEW for AEW's biggest fan, Tommy D. Have him go off on that, and then he could chime in on that. But listen, a couple updates on War of the Shore. Thank you so much to Mandy Sachs for putting out a video today. Very, very excited about that. I was super pumped to get tagged in that video from Big Event and Tommy. Not collaborated, but anyway.
Unexpected, well appreciated.
Yes, unexpected. She mentioned Fight Factory by name. I got very excited. I was eating lunch. I was like, wow, this is great.
Wow, Dave
What, Dave eating? Yeah.
got excited eating.
I mean, that happens all the time, especially when it's pizza. So I have to say,
There's no
thank
way
you,
you're that big and don't eat meat.
Thandy Max. I am. This is happening. I'm all of a sudden, what's happening to me? This is horrible. Shit. Mandy Sachs. We will see you on July the 16th.
What was
Read
that?
the
What was
sign.
that? What was the show where it was like salad? Try one. There was oh my god. There was some skit. I can't remember where it was from.
Well, no, you know Jim Ross did that. I told you about that, right? Down in Chicago.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah, so Jim Ross is in Chicago.
You ever
and
heard of a salad?
Hey, he's like, hey, I want to introduce you to something you've never seen before. And the big guy's like, what's that? He's like, a fucking salad. I was like, damn, Jim. But anyway, War on the Shore updates. We just booked Jordan Oliver.
Very
pumped about that.
Very good. I'm liking that.
It is a true story.
It's a diverse.
When he came onto the scene, I was like, "What the? Get the fuck,
right,
get
relax."
But then he just turned it on, man. He made a fan out of me, and I think that was a very good
Really
get. That was a
sharpened.
Janela thing. He hit me up. He said, "Hey, I think this would be a good get," and I'm like, "All right, but." Chris
talked about it earlier.
Way earlier, and I was like, "Oh, yeah, maybe."
A little bit too heavy on one company's. We need to get a little diversity in there, and then
we'll be announcing some matches this week. We've already obviously announced.
Are we dropping one tonight?
Yeah, we're dropping one tonight. Steph DeLander's obviously already against Lady Frost. Mandy Sachs, Ash by Elegance is going to be there as well. Matt Cardona in the building. Tickets are moving. First and second row are sold out. General admission. It's going to be a great show.
Are we going to run with that beach chair?
I think so.
Yeah, so bring your own beach chair if you want.
And at your discretion, meaning
if you're a roamer, roam.
Get there early if you want technically a third row seat, right? But if you're a third row, you are also looking at the ass crack of probably somebody that's in front of you.
Only thing we
put
ask,
yourself in some space.
Bring like a tailgate chair, but don't set up tailgate style where like it's a giant circle and like you're not giving room for everybody else.
Right, just be considerate.
Be considerate. Set it up if you want. If not,
listen,
roam.
Tickets
There's
are
gonna be
moving.
stuff.
A big shout out to our new friend Diane, who has worked with Tommy Fierro. She's now working with us to get some extra sponsors on the board. So we're very excited about that. So thank you for her. We're moving. We're moving in the right direction. We're very, very excited. Guys, we're about 2 months away, which is crazy because I rewatched the video of us even announcing that we have a promotion about 3 hours ago.
Still wild.
I was like, what? This is moving way too fast for comfort. But hey, listen, we're almost there, and we're very excited about it. So,
got a big meeting next week.
let's take a little break. Yes, we're going back down to T. I think Shay's going to come too and help us film and shit. Yeah, she's going to meet us down there.
Do you need a tripod and or a handheld selfie stick? I have everything.
Oh my God.
Well, I did try to run a podcast one time, and then I just decided not to.
That was a long time ago.
I'm fucking pumped.
Very, very excited. Things are moving. And the more pictures you send of our
Just finished our
commentary
table.
That's insane, by the way. You're
Just
never
need
going to
that
ever
You're never going to guess.
see a commentary table like this ever in your life.
I'm going to go out on a limb here and listen.
Go
We are
ahead. Get
separating.
bold.
We are separating ourselves from other companies right out the gate.
We are
And
the Titans.
I love that. Remember the Titans or not?
Don't ever actually pay attention to anything. Titan.
But I think we're separating ourselves with how we're carrying ourselves, how we're preparing, the business
nice little
sense,
checklist.
the
Nice little
business
checklist.
sense. The
Very,
way that-
that's something that Diane said. She goes, "You guys are fucking organized, right? Like,
right.
boom,
Our
boom, 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 boom,
organization is our biggest asset right
boom.
now.
Yeah,
I think.
and I think our weakest link is Tommy.
It's Tommy.
So yeah.
There's that.
Yeah, so that'll be that. We're going to take a little break. We're going to get a word from our sponsors at madcatbeardcare.com. Thanks, Chris, for joining us here tonight. Good luck at work. You got to go to work today?
I'm going right now.
That sucks.
I'm going to be there till 7 o'clock in the morning. You want to hear the day I had the other day because we had so much time left? I worked my regular gig for 12 and a half hours, had an hour break, so I got some food. I've been fattening because I'm trying to drop 20 pounds, beach season. And is there a show going on down there? July 16th, live at Martell's Tiki Bar.
Any harder.
And then I went and worked 12 more hours for the...
And we were sitting here thinking we had no money.
For Deadpool. So I gave maximum effort, and I wanted to kill myself eventually.
So he's working for Pool Dead now.
Yeah, Pool Dead. And
I can't
because
talk.
he's dyslexic. And
Oh, boy. Anyway, let's take a little
that
break.
was a day.
Yeah, no, that'll be it. And we'll bring back Tommy D with all his wisdom, I guess we can call it. Be right back, everybody.
You have a beard, huh? I'm not buying it until you buy it.
Madcat Beard Care.
I like this hat. I also like this beard care. That's why I'm teaming up with Mad Cat Beard Care.
It's one of my favorite products and smells.
A portion of the proceeds go back to save and rescue cats, which is pretty amazing.
Enjoy the products. They are absolutely amazing.
This premium beard oil, baby, oh yeah, you can only get it from where?
MadCatBeardCare.com to buy you some of the most delicious smelling beard products in the world. Delicious! Frisco! Frisco! Bourbon! Good! You heard it! It's delicious! Frisco Bourbon!
For real, I use this stuff every day. It's fantastic. I put it in my hair too, guys.
You want a beautiful, perfect beard like the Indie God? Pick up some Indie God beard care right now from Mad Cat.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Fight Factory podcast. Joining us right now, Tommy D, back in the building, fresh off his first little stint.
Or according to you guys, the weakest link.
You are. Oh, so you heard that?
Yeah.
Fuck, we're too
You gotta
loud.
soundproof this room better.
I know. Well, listen, times are tough. I don't have the time nor the money to soundproof this room any better. But anyway, Tommy, you gotta. We talked a little bit earlier about 80s Wrestling Con, about how it went and how Rock and Wrestling went, and we left off your part because I wanted your firsthand experience of finally dipping your little fat toe into your little fat. That's a contradiction. Your toe into the world of professional wrestling. You had to get spots. You had to do a walkthrough with the fellas. You had to go over shit. Like and not for nothing. And I'll never say this again publicly, but you looked great while doing it. You had the scarf thing, and they want to evolve that even more. You're holding this big ass fucking reindeer antler thing.
Well, I mean, that's done.
Is that gone already?
It exploded off Beastman's back.
Holy shit! See, I didn't see that. Beastman, by the way, one of the nicest dudes I've ever met
He
in
actually
wrestling.
remembered me
Did
from
he?
MLW.
Did he?
Yeah.
That's awesome. So explain yourself, bro. How'd it go? You're doing a 4-man monster mash thing. It was your boy, Yusufer, obviously Vargas, Beastman, and
Wrecking Ball
Legursky.
Here's what I guess. First of all,
I heard all will fall, by the way. I don't know if it's a rumor or not.
bucket list moment meeting Kurt Fuller. That was without a doubt.
You weren't here earlier when we were talking to Payne about that a little bit. We were like, he's like, first of all, you couldn't give me the fucking autograph, you pieces of shit. I was like, oh boy. I was like, it's just impossible. Anyway,
One of the nicest guys. But
seriously,
here's the thing that was weird. And listen, you guys went through this, and it might even happen to you your first time. Sitting in this locker room, and not only are they going over the match, but they're asking my opinion on things. Over walks the Warlord. Over walks the Barbarian. Now Tony Atlas is bowl farting in the toilet, and I'm like, the 7-year-old me is going nuts, like, oh my God. And I'm just like, what the fuck is going on right now? How did I find myself in the middle of all this?
What planet are we on?
That's what it is. I'm like, how did I find myself in the middle of all this? And then, hey, Tommy, are you good doing a spot off the apron? Sure.
He's bumped a million times. We're not talking about wrestling, folks.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Which, I mean, and I would have had no problem taking that. I would, if you watched it back, like you saw me look down, I'm like, all right, where am I going to find myself on the 3 feet of mat that are down there that I'm not going to hit just straight fucking concrete? And he was afraid to let me go. And I'm like, he's like, I got you. I'm like, no, let me go. And then he just exploded the thing off his fucking back.
And let me tell you something, man. On commentary, I was nervous for you. I know, obviously, you have a history of a leg issue. When you went flying off that apron, I thought to myself, he's going to split that leg right in half. That thing's going to break in two. I don't care how much steel is in it. That thing's going to bend.
For anybody aspiring to have a position like that, here's one bit of information I can give you. If you're going to wear a suit, wear dress sneakers. Don't wear dress shoes.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Dude, my heel is fucked.
Yeah, you probably ruptured your Achilles. You don't even know it.
No, my heel was it was so bruised the next day because you saw I leaned back on the foot, and it's all bruised back under there. But talking with a few people, I might actually be setting myself up just to learn to bump a little bit.
Cool. Train a little bit.
Yeah,
Have to. You have to.
Just to do some bumps.
I think every pro wrestling manager has to go through something, and I'm not saying like you kind of bypassed it, because again, I think you should. But like, I think you need to learn the very, very little basics that you need. Just flat back bump, how to take a punch, shit like that. I think it's necessary for all wrestling managers to do so, because 9 times out of 10, you're going to be involved in the match.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And like, I didn't even ask. All I had said was, "What's my role in this match?" That's it. And then it was like, "What are you looking to do?" I'm like, "Listen, if I have to take a bump, I'll do it. You get one, make it good, and make it big." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they were the ones that came up with the spot. The only issue is Beastman had such a grip on that bone. It was just supposed to be grab it, let it go, and then he grabs me. You saw me yank the fucking thing out of his hand, and that's when I thought I was going over. And that's when he grabbed me. And listen, he is a big, big guy.
He's a beast, man.
He is huge.
See what I did there? Like that?
And when he grabbed a hold of me, part of me was like, "Oh fuck!"
No, it's like, what is it, Bob Euchre? Oh shit!
Oh shit! Yeah, exactly. And I'm like, okay. And he's like, I got you. I'm like, let me go. Like, I'm trying not to, I don't want to break down the fourth wall too much, but I'm like,
Well, I unfortunately did because there was no commentary on my match. And I had Josh in the corner about to pummel him, and I turned around prematurely, and you could hear Josh on the thing saying, "Not yet." And I turned back around, I was like, "Thank you, Josh," and here we go, blah blah blah, But yeah, you just gotta
listen,
be careful.
It's what I've always wanted to do. A lot of people aspire to be wrestlers. I always wanted to be a manager.
I think the people are taking a liking to your ability to be like coachable and teachable, right? Like because you're listening to people on what wear this, wear this. Because I mean, look, let's call it how it is. Your debut with Yusufer was, to me, awful because you're in a t-shirt and you're in your jeans. Last night or the other night, when you come out and you're looking like you're a manager, right? You come out and you look the part. And it works for somebody like Yusufer, who damn well is never going to open his mouth and speak any English. Nope. You know what I mean? So it's going to work out perfect as a mouthpiece. Now that's next. I think that's the next element you have to do is speak. People do not know who you are yet. So now the next part of it is I am me. That's my guy. Blah, blah.
I did do something like that beforehand. I cut a promo. The first one I cut, he said it was a little bit too long, because we're going to mix a video together. The next one I cut, he goes, I love it. I wanted to use it. He's like, but I think we're going to do something else because now we're out there, right? And we got some really good ideas that I'm going to go
got any more
with.
bookings coming up?
He's debuting for, I forget the name of the company. I forget which date it is.
Some alphabet soup company like ABCW.
I think the beginning of it is an A. I don't remember what the other two letters were. They actually have like some of the names that you saw. Like I was checking them out, obviously. And he wants to talk to Tommy some more. He's like, because listen, we're known there now.
Yeah.
He's like, so what the hell?
I mean, look, Yusufer's used a lot, so you just gotta eat some shit for a little while.
But I'd like to see him in more matches other than like 4-ways and 3-ways, because you don't really get to showcase a lot of what he knows.
Listen, Yusufer as a guy, great guy. As a worker, he's a little rough around the edges still. So these kinds of matches are definitely going to help him develop, and I think that like a one-on-one will not serve him any good right now. I think he still needs some reps in the tag team realm, in the 6-man, in the scrambles, in these monster matches. You need shit like that to work on your shit. He's been doing this for a while, and it's not like he's hard to pick things up. I just think, when you're that character, you're also limiting yourself.
That's the problem with a lot of the things that he wants to do is not what a barbarian does. Right. And that's kind of what the critique that he was getting in the back, and it wasn't that he did anything wrong. It was just like, you shouldn't be doing that because you're a barbarian.
Right.
So, and it's me picking up and listening to a lot of things too. And like I said, it was a surreal moment to be sitting there and doing all that. I was very happy to be there, and I'm very happy to be working with him. And I can't wait for the future. I did think that one of the ideas was definitely not going to happen.
All right, well, we'll see.
I don't want to be put on a fucking federal watch list.
Yeah,
for some of the purchases.
Don't do that. Stick with the scarf. Let's see what happens. All right, let's get into some wrestling. Obviously, we covered Raw. We covered a little bit of
So then that's it. The show's over.
The preview.
We're just talking about my debut, and then that's it.
the preview of a little King of the Ring action as that progresses.
Did you guys talk about the the spot with Ivy Nile and what's her name?
Zoe, no, I just said that
Zoe
she
Stark?
lost. That's really it.
So there was a spot, and it was a swing and a miss, pun intended. Ivy Nile was going for one of her spinning heel kicks. It was about 6 feet away, and Zoe sold it.
Well, listen. Sometimes it happens. What are you going to do?
I was watching. I'm like, oh, that was bad.
Yeah, I mean, look.
Ooh.
What movie is that? Where they all can't be winners. I forget what movie that is.
I thought you were talking about Hot Shots, the first one, the boxing match where the guy swings, misses, then the other guy falls because he was paid to drop.
Such a good movie. Anyway, some AEW action. Orange Cassidy started the show off. Get the fuck out of here. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Another Dynamite with Orange Cassidy in the fucking opener?
And that was one hell of a spot he took on the stairs and no-sold the fuck out of it.
I don't like no-selling shit, but anyway, he defeats Trent
You know
Barretta.
exactly what I'm talking about, Shay.
I said the exact same thing. I'm like, didn't he just get dropped on his head and he was like walking out with Don Callis?
A pile driver on his head.
Is he now part of that family? Is that a thing now?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
So listen, if you're going to be a heel, fine. Wear all black denim if you're going to do the whole denim gimmick, and wear a black T-shirt.
Yeah, I like that. For some odd reason, Kenny Omega announced the match. Why?
Because he's in the hospital. And
I understand he's
like,
in the hospital, but now he's
But
playing
he's like,
GM.
now I'm because I'm an EVP.
Oh, that's right. All right, cool. So Kenny Omega announces the Anarchy in the Arena for Double or Nothing. Team Elite. It's the Young Bucks, Okada, and Jack Perry versus the AEW team of FTR, Eddie Kingston, and Brian
Are they doing
Danielson.
it on the soccer field again, Shay?
I'm not sure.
Is that when he did the... Was that... No, that's not the same match. Was the match where the guy was doing the fucking...
You're talking about
what?
Taka
Yeah, was that Janela?
No, that
what
was
was
Takashita and Warrior, where he was running the track.
Yeah. All right, so that's not the right match. All right, but anyway, so that should be good. I mean, considering
Rest
the lineup.
in peace, Warrior.
Oh, you talking about the promotion?
Yeah.
Or Ultimate Warrior. Multiple Warriors.
I guess both. One was successful, one wasn't.
Mariah May. We missed the boat. We should have booked her. I mean, I love her. Mariah May.
I'm happy with
defeats
what
Harley
we got, man.
Same here. Defeats Harley Cameron. The Mogul Embassy turned on Swerve. Mm-hmm. What? What?
Yeah, because it was Christian and the patriarchy, and then Swerve.
Well, I remember that from last week. He hit him with the mic,
and then
that was-
Swerve came out with the Mogul Embassy. Like they came out to like support him, and then Brian Cage just blindsided him.
I don't.
What about Prince Nana? Him too?
Prince Nana wasn't even out there.
Well, because he took that bump last week, so that makes
Yeah,
sense.
so he wasn't
I
there
don't.
at
I don't
all.
like what they're doing with.
So Brian Cage, who else is in
title
that?
reign already?
The Gates of Agony. I don't remember their
I remember.
names.
Okay, and they turned on him.
Yeah.
So Swerve's by himself now with Prince Nana.
They like threw him through the announce table.
I love that.
I do too, but I
love that he's by himself.
I
now.
feel bad for him
that
because
should never click for me. The Mogul Embassy thing. It just never did.
But I feel
Prince Nana, yeah, but like the rest of them, it didn't make.
I feel
sense.
bad for him because his title win was completely overshadowed by a numbnuts in a fucking neck brace talking like an idiot.
Yeah.
So that was completely overshadowed. They tried to bounce it back by giving him a promo at the show opening, knowing that they always get that bleed over from the show before, and then after that, everybody just runs.
Not everybody.
And now, yeah, you're right. 500,000 people stay. And
we don't live in a world that 500,000 people is anything not to sneeze at. Like 500,000 people, it's still 500,000 people tuning into a product. It's not like yeah, fine for the networks. They're probably like, fuck, right?
Well,
but
I mean, not
for a company. I'm like,
I
all
said,
right,
I don't
whatever.
think TBS really cares because they.
Did you see the rumor about TBS about to get fucking? They're about TBS and TNT about to lose the NBA. Did you see that? If they lose the NBA,
if they lose the NBA, you think they lose the Braves too?
no,
Could you
it's
imagine that?
Turner.
Yeah, but could you imagine that?
Can you imagine AEW being the only pony in town on fucking TNT and TBS? They'll go under. They'll go under. There's only so many fucking episodes of whatever the fuck they air over there, like Chicago PD or some shit.
To me,
Whatever the fuck
it just doesn't feel like it's a strong title reign for him. I mean, I guess they're trying
Not
to
yet.
build a story to it, but I don't know.
Listen, if anybody's gonna bring out like good promo stuff, it's gonna be Christian. Like that. That's not like it's a bad. That's a good dancing partner for promos and shit.
Yeah.
But now, did the Mogul Embassy guys join the other ones, or they just kind of defected?
It seemed like it was the Young Bucks that kind of like orchestrated the whole thing.
Sons of bitches. All right. Well, listen. It's good for Swerve on his character, not so much for his
and I love
physical
Swerve.
shape.
I do.
I do too.
I love
think
Swerve.
he's one of my
He's the
favorites.
best.
Jay White defeats Rocky Romero. Okay. Chris Jericho and Big Bill, baby, defeats two jobbers. Hook will be back next week. The learning tree thing. See, I'm hearing like via the internet good things about the learning tree. Like I'm actually reading that people are into this idea of this learning tree. Me personally, I mean, how many times can you reinvent the wheel with Chris Jericho? But again, I don't know. Do you have a problem with this? I mean, do you like it? I mean, you don't like anything, but like,
it's not that. I haven't been a Jericho fan in a while because
That's
it's
true.
just.
You have been his biggest hater. I mean,
and I was a Jericho-holic forever.
I had all the
Chris
T-shirts.
Jericho.
I used to wear his T-shirt on Mondays and Fridays. One of them being the Y2J shirt, the other one being the Jericho-holic. I was a huge Jericho fan.
When we were in school, we'd always be like, don't ever. Like
Right.
we always did it, but it's just as the years are going on, and yes, you keep saying he keeps reinventing himself, but what's it doing?
I don't know.
Who's it getting over?
Yo no sé, papi. But yeah, so Hook will be back next
Shay
week.
watches more AEW than anybody. What do you think?
You like this learning tree thing?
I think he needs to stop having a new character every month.
Or that. Dynamite drop in by Shay. Adam Copeland, Mr. Edge, defeats Brody King for the TNT Championship. Brody attacks Copeland, but Kyle O'Reilly came out to help Copeland. Then he asked for a championship match, and Copeland agreed. I guess that's the way to get a championship match, right? You just help him out, like, hey, man, if you're not busy, I got the title shot? Yeah, it's fine.
What was it? Who did Kyle
That's how the show
O'Reilly
ended?
just wrestle before that?
It ended with the Young Bucks announcing that the other members of the team, or not the Young Bucks, FTR announced that the other members of their team were Eddie and Bryan Danielson.
Which is great, because the way I look at it, it's like Danielson and Eddie Kingston had those banger matches, and all of a sudden now they're like fighting for the same cause against the AEW, the Elite.
Wait, Danielson and Eddie Kingston had those banger matches when?
They just had a fucking, didn't they? Are you just being a dick?
No. Eddie Kingston and Bryan Danielson?
Didn't they just had a fucking?
Didn't they have like a whole thing?
Yeah, dude. What are you
I thought you were talking about Claudio and Bryan.
No, Eddie Kingston and Danielson. Where Danielson like off the cuff was like, "You earned my respect," blah blah blah. Like they just beat the shit out of each other.
Remember.
You're an ass. But yeah, so that should be good. We'll see how that plays out.
I'm an ass.
I wonder.
The one who watches it the most doesn't even remember.
She's the one who nodded and said, yes, they did have matches.
It happened at some point. I don't remember when.
Maybe within the last 3 years, but whatever. No, but I do listen. The Jack Perry thing for me, ain't doing it for me. But I will say this: I'm a faction guy. I like factions.
Yeah.
If they are painting this thing where all of a sudden this Elite and Jack Perry and Okada and those guys are starting to be like the authority NWO takeover thing and add people as we go, I'm on board. I am on board with that. I actually am on board with that. I think that's going to be a very cool thing because then you have the faces and the pillars and the OGs of AEW trying to rescue the company now. FTR, fucking Danielson, Eddie Kingston. Now, if you really want to go deep and you think that somebody else will join,
Max.
Yeah. You know, a little MJF action, save the company or betray the company. Either way, he could be the Sting of this entire thing. Think about it. They want, like, Max does come back. The Elite want him. Will he join them? I don't know. Will he not? I don't know. You know, these are the stories that if you really want to recycle this WCW shit, which was captivating television,
I see him more like the DDP. Instead of this thing.
Whatever, same thing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, people think one way, and then will he do it? Will he won't? And then will Kenny Omega, who's making these matches, is Kenny Omega going to come back and be a heel and be like, yeah, I made the match, but fuck you. He hits the whatever the fuck is.
Is he back in the hospital, or is that just a?
I don't know.
That's probably just a work.
Okay. I mean, I think he's better. I think he's doing better, right? I mean,
I hope.
What do they have?
Diverticulitis.
Oh, so Brock's thing. Same thing.
Yep, but he didn't have surgery.
Kenny Omega skipped the surgery? Mm-hmm. Interesting.
I think Brock.
Isn't that bad though? Like, don't you want to fix it? And
no, I guess if it's
you get the shit, your shit removed, right? Your whole
if it's bad enough, you have to get it before it ruptures. Yeah.
Ugh. Damn. All right.
Yeah, they took out a foot of Brock's colon.
I know, right before he fought. Like, it was a year before, if that. News. Gabe Stevenson's got released.
Now apparently there's NFL teams interested in Gable Stevenson.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't.
According to him.
Yeah, but what position can he play? He's 5'8".
Yeah. No, that's not
fullback.
That's not a thing. The only one, the news here that really pisses me off is that. All right, so here's my thing. Drew Gulak got released, right? This is all because of Ronda Rousey and her allegations to Drew Gulak. Now, I'm not going to touch on that shit because I don't care, right?
It's not really an allegation. It's not an allegation.
They made a snowman. She touched my leg. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, okay, kill him. You know, like, but
it was friggin'. He touched her fucking string on her sweatpant. He didn't fucking pull her pants down. He didn't slap her on the ass. He hit her string, which he apologized that moment, which she even admitted.
So then where's the wrongdoing here?
So
But
this is for her to sell a
this is
fucking
where-
book.
All right, so this is the part of this podcast as we wrap things up is where I'm a little crazy. So the France pay-per-view happens, and it was by far the coolest thing that people have seen in a long time.
That crowd was.
We talked about it earlier with Payne. And
It's one of those weird things. Like, and seriously, like, does it annoy you when a crowd takes over the show like that?
The only thing that annoys me now, to this day, is the what stuff. What?
Yeah.
What? Like, it's over. It's done. Stop. You know, I hate that shit. But what this was people genuinely enjoying themselves, right? And they're fucking rooting for everybody. They're booing the heels. They're cheering
But
the
it's
faces.
great when you hear it in their language. I'm like, I don't know
right.
what the
I don't know what the
they're
fuck they're
saying.
talking about, but this is great.
Only 1, 2, 3s. And,
My problem-
and this is awesome. You could kind of get what that is.
My problem is this, and I talked to Nikki the Good about this, of the Meat Pop Express podcast.
Yep.
I talked to him a little bit about this because I
Got to
wasn't.
make sure you give him that credit because he gets mad when you don't.
What?
We got to make sure we give him the credit that we're talking about him.
Yeah, no, Nikki's a good guy. And I talked to Ben Bishop today, which is another conversation. Love him. But this is I had a brief conversation with Nikki the Good because I was like, he put something on Twitter, and then I was like, I didn't know what was happening because we were at the 80s Wrestling Con, and I'm like, well, what's he talking about? I finally did some research, and I realized that after the biggest show that France has ever seen, and the crowd and the title matches and all this spectacle, WWE decided to let some neckbeard fucking loser journalist Mark
yes,
into the post-game, post-match, post-event presser. And instead of talking about what we just saw, this goober decided to take it upon himself to ask Triple H about Drew Gulak's release.
But he wasn't released. They just
Whatever.
they didn't renew his contract.
But the problem is, why are these people let in? Like, I think if WWE, and I'm not saying like script the post press conferences, but like at the door, like if there's a door, like a line of door, and like every journalist is in with their notepads ready to go, but you're at the door, and you're saying, okay, what's your name? Who are you from? What is your publication? And what are you going to ask if called upon? You have to tell them what you're going to ask, because this is the kind of shit that makes this shit so intolerable because of jerk-off, fake-ass journalists from either France or wherever these people are from to get in there and try to take the spotlight away from what they just got to see.
I mean, my thing is you have to expect that to happen, and that's with any press conference. They do the same thing with the UFC too.
I understand, but this is wrestling. So
I know. And here's my thing. I think he answered the question perfect.
I just felt bad that he had to answer it.
Yeah. And he expected it. He answered the question perfect. My problem is with it's these neck-bearded morons that are like, oh, they're trying to cover what up? You ever notice when Tony's asked a question and he doesn't answer? Sorry, I can't answer that at this time. Is that more of an acceptable answer for you other than him answering the question of, hey, he's not released. We just didn't renew his contract. Before Ronda mentioned his name, can either of you tell me what Drew Gulak was doing in NXT or anything else?
Exactly.
No, he wasn't doing a fucking thing.
Right.
So who gives a shit?
And I love Drew. I really do. Met him a bunch of times.
This is just Ronda wanting to sell her book. And what's his name? Smith. Jimmy Smith, the former announcer. He went on a podcast talking about how everybody that worked with Ronda could not fucking stand her, from the talent to the people working in the back. So, again, she's selling a fucking book.
She big leagued the shit out of WWE, and then all she did was talk shit on her release.
Yeah, she's selling a book. That's all she's doing. Oh, there was a casting couch culture. What the fuck do you know?
Right.
What the fuck do you know?
Anyway,
they gave you an opportunity and a platform because MMA ain't for you anymore. That's obviously been proven. So Holly Holm kicked the fucking snot out of you, and then Amanda Nunes kicked the snot out of you.
Yeah, that's
they
true.
offered her UFC 300. Obviously, she didn't take the bait for it. You know, and
I wonder who would have. Was there a rumored match?
I don't. There was.
Holly Holm just kicked the shit out of her again.
Yeah, but here's the other funny thing. She's sitting there talking about all this. The guy that she's married to had charges on him for fucking spousal abuse before he was with her.
Solid human being.
So, And the people that are buying into it are the AEW fans that hated her before.
Wasn't she just there for about a minute and a half of Ring of Honor? Or whatever?
They fucking hated her when she came out for Ring of Honor too.
Yeah, because like a
couldn't
fart in
stand her.
church, man. It's like, when are we gonna get this? Like, look, can Ronda Rousey kick my 6 foot, 1.5, 270-pound ass? Yeah, probably. But at the same time, you're just an attention-seeking jerk off. You know, like it just sucks.
She's got nothing else.
That's it.
Her
when you
movie-
become irrelevant, you become irrelevant.
Well, she became irrelevant that Conor McGregor got the spot for Roadhouse. That was her spot. When
If they made Roadhouse into a female, that's just.
But that is
just
when she was undefeated.
Fucking,
that was the whole thing. When she was undefeated, that was her role. The second she lost to fucking Holly Holm, and then
Connor's lost a bunch of fights,
and then she went on fucking Ellen DeGeneres, crying that if I'm not the champion, I don't know who I am anymore. That stuff all went away. The talk all went away, and then it went to Conor. Why? Because even when Conor loses, and you know my feelings on Conor.
Yeah, you're not a big Conor guy.
Even when Conor loses, he still finds a way to keep himself in the spotlight, positive and negative, but more on the positive side.
Sure. Except when he's throwing like dollies through windows and shit.
Yeah, the allure is still there for him. She tried to reinvent herself with WWE, and you know what? It was working in the beginning. She got to go out there with The Rock.
Right. I remember that.
And
WrestleMania.
And put like Stephanie in an armbar and fucking fireman's carry Triple H. Then she debuts with Kurt Angle. They gave her every opportunity. They even gave her the damn belt.
Yeah.
She went up to have a baby. Congratulations. She had a baby. She came back. It fell flat. That's it. That was your fucking experience.
That's all she wrote. One other piece of news that I came across today. For months, apparently, WWE has been in talks with My Balls Is Hot. Did you hear about this?
No.
Yeah.
I love him, but I don't think he can do it. I don't think he can do it.
What about as a personality? Like
as a personality, yeah, but I don't think he could go out there and do that.
Tell them what we're talking about, because My Balls Is Hot is like, they're probably like, what?
The Beast, Derek Lewis.
Derek Lewis,
Black
baby.
Beast.
I love him. He's okay. His Instagram is my favorite.
Oh, God, he's the best.
I still, to this day, I commented, just so you know, for all you algorithm nerds out there, like if you comment first on somebody very popular's Instagram page and it's a good comment, you'll get that comment liked.
Right.
A lot. Like my phone still blows up because he posted a video of like somebody like putting their head in an alligator's mouth.
I remember that.
And I'm thinking to myself, like, that guy's gonna. I'm looking at the video like this. I'm like, wait for this guy to just chop. Yeah. It never happened. So I said, bro, you made me watch that entire video with one eye open. And fucking, I've gotten 7,000 likes on it. Yeah. I was like, wow, all right, cool.
No, I think he would be a good personality, but it'll be like when Tito and Rampage Jackson did their little stint in TNA.
I love Rampage. Rampage is my guy.
Those
I still think Chael Sonnen belongs in WWE.
Absolutely.
That they're actual partners and shit.
But those are the guys that I don't think can do the working punches good enough.
You don't know.
Dude, he hits way too
What about the guy?
hard.
What about the guy? Remember the guy in Tough Enough with Kurt Angle? Was it Daniel Poirier? No.
Poirier?
No. That's Dustin. No. You know what I'm talking about? Pruder? No. What the
Is
fuck?
that his last name?
He was in Tough Enough and he had a match with Angle on SmackDown, and he like stiffed Angle, and Angle like shot on his motherfucker.
I know who you're talking about.
It was a very good segment, and I was like, I think he almost. Who is it?
Daniel Pooter.
Pooter, and he almost killed him.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit!
You give him a mic and just let him go. I think he could be a lot of fun.
This is my call to action for the WWE and TKO and UFC and all this other shit. We need 1,000% need the American gangster in the WWE. Chael, my man, my guy.
I don't know why he hasn't
from
done
Portland,
it.
Oregon, the mean streets. Get your ass to WWE.
I don't know why he hasn't done it.
He needs to be like a pre-show analyst or something.
Yeah, but he could
get him instead of Rosenberg.
He could cut a promo like nobody's
I know.
business. Like it's crazy.
In your jiu-jitsu.
Yeah. I can't let you get close.
I can't let you get close, bro.
Dude, I had to watch that.
That was such good stuff,
You understand?
bro.
I had to watch that before it became available on American TV. I had to scour the friggin' internet to find the Brazilian feed for it.
You
just to
downloaded
watch
it on Kazaa.
Yeah, just to watch it, just for that.
Shay doesn't know what the fuck we're talking about right now. Because I ruined so many computers. It was before like the internet was like a thing where you can just get anything.
Kazaa,
LimeWire, Napster was the original.
I was kicked. I was one of the people that got banned from Napster.
How do you get banned from Napster?
Because I was downloading fucking music.
Weren't you? That's what Napster was.
And they caught certain people from doing it.
The one band that really made us stink about it was Metallica. Ooh, like,
I mean, I had almost every one of their albums downloaded on my computer.
But, and then you wound up with 87 viruses on your computer.
Well, and then the funny part is, I remember like the Offspring album came out, and I downloaded it, right? And it said all 13 songs. It took all day for it to download. Dial-up internet.
And then you picked up the phone. You're like, no! It's like,
get home from school, and it was the same song over and over again. Suck a moose's ass, suck a moose's ass.
Bro, dude, I tell you right now, do you remember downloading, this is going off on a tangent. Do you remember downloading music and it was like, it would scratch because it was like the illegal version? It would be like, you gotta keep them separate. It's like, oh shit, wait, what? It's like,
see, you don't know the struggles that we went through, Shay. You have
before
no
the
idea.
iPod shuffle,
Not even
before
just
all that shit.
The fact that you can just go to YouTube and find music, we couldn't do that.
No, YouTube was not a thing. I think the only person on YouTube was Gary Vee.
So you're old.
Yes, that's basically
If there was a song on the radio that you wanted and you didn't want to go buy the CD, you had to sit there and
you
hit
had to
record.
Play and record at the same time, and that would record the song on a cassette, and that would be it. Oh, I had a CD burner. Remember the external CD burners before? They were this massive fucking device. You would put a CD in there. It would just start spinning. Dude. The 90s were such a better generation than these pussy-ass motherfuckers right now.
They really were. Like, you have everything at your fingertips, and it's not fair.
We
had to work for it.
We had to work for everything.
We had to look at porn at a Sears catalog.
Yeah, we had to look at porn on Channel 76 Spice once in a while to get a nipple. Once in a while. You'd wonder what the fuck was that? And then you're like, that's not a nipple. That's enough of this show.
Wait, is that Payne?
Yeah. That's enough of this show. For Dave Sturchio, Tommy D, Shay in the building. Please.
What's my name?
Like it. What did I say?
What's my name?
Reverend Thomas Raymond.
There you go.
Oh my God. You can get yourself 8x10s now and you'll sell more fucking merchandise like Josh Chernoff.
You got to finish that room in there.
It's almost done. Gucci, please. Help
we'll have Shay take the picture since you have so much to do.
Yeah, I do have a lot
I know
to
you do.
I am
So
just
I say,
a
well, I'll
busy,
take
busy
the
man.
pictures.
So like, subscribe, do me another solid, and download the beautiful, brand new, shiny Premier Wrestling app. My fandom. Get on it. Talk to everybody. Listen, post your pictures, your videos, rate and review the shows so you can tell Meltzer to go scratch with his little fucking star reviews. Go on Monday Night Raw. Tell us what you like. Tell us what you didn't like. You can write all this shit on My Fandom, courtesy of the Premier Wrestling app. And there's some big fucking things coming to the Premier Wrestling app because guess what? It's not just going to be wrestling anymore. There's going to be a lot of stuff. We're talking sports. We're talking MMA. We're talking a whole bunch of stuff down the pike. It's going to be great. Keep your eyes on that. Download the app right now. Join for free. It's free. Free 99.
I got to update my my profile because I got to put worked for my last event.
Oh my God!
Rather than attended.
We've created the fucking monster. We're not talking about you, Seth, everybody. Anyway, Dave Sturchio, Tommy D. We'll see you guys next week. Oh, shut up.